Let's see how we can make personal development planning much more collaborative and purposeful in your organisation. Here's Edward, and he's using our online development planning tool called Talent Advance. What this tool has, in addition to being a place for him to have his development activities, is also an immersive environment where Edward can collaborate with trusted colleagues and coaches about his development activities. Here you can see that Jane Moore has asked him for some feedback about one of her development activities. Anna Baker has been invited by Edward to be a colleague so that they can share information. Kirsty Bayliss has invited Edward to become a 360-degree reviewer to provide him some feedback. And also, Edward asked Ruth Battle for some feedback on using employee engagement. And similarly, Simon Bride sent Edward some feedback on that same subject. You can see then that this is an environment for the exchanging of information and for the requesting and posting of information and for the gathering of feedback. This is all designed to make personal development planning much more engaging and much more personal, and also to recognise that personal development activities have stakeholders and they're in a good position to provide you with some feedback. Here we have just a summary of the specific actions that Edward is being asked to take. If we look at his development activities specifically, there is a very simple screen here which has a list of his development activities and where he thinks he is on any of them. He has the opportunity to ask for feedback, as you saw earlier, but also to get into the goal in a bit more detail. Here we have his description. Edward's goal is to use employee engagement to work out the drivers, and we can look at it in a bit more detail, such as how he's going to measure success and what support he needs and from whom, and perhaps he'll put in some start and some end dates and the purpose for this particular goal, such as to enhance his performance. In here, we have the learning log, which is either his reflections or where other people, his trusted colleagues, have posted feedback. So you can see that there is an environment here for enhanced personal development planning, and Edward can create a PDF of all his development activities with all of the learning logs. This makes personal development planning much more interactive, much more engaging, and much more purposeful. And that's Talent Advance.